Day 18 of the Radio Free Skaro Fluid Links Advent Calendar, counting up to Christmas where nothing's happening in Doctor Who, because, of course, Doctor Who's coming back on New Year's Day. But that's not stopping us. Here's the question. Oh, this one should get us thinking. Here it is. It's from Luke. Luke Overthinks, a.k.a. Timadwup, of course, as we've known him over the years. He asked this. I often hear fans say something like, Doctor Who taught me to be X. X, in this case, represents some kind of moral principle or behavior. Do you feel that Doctor Who has taught you your values, or are you drawn to it because it reflects your existing ones? Whoa.
Ooh.
Both?
Both.
I can't.
Both?
I don't. Oh, that's a good. I'm just trying to think, because we, the three of us, came to the show very young, and like what?
Not as young as some, though.
No, but I'm just. This is our experience, though. What moral stance do we have at age 8 or age 10 when it comes to watching Doctor Who? It's not like I am looking for decent people and looking to help save the universe. No, I was looking for laser fights. I saw Star Wars, and
I'll tell you. Let's
see some laser guns. That's how I got to the show.
I'll tell you. I was picked on as a kid and felt bad about myself, and all of a sudden some weirdo in a scarf is being funny and smart and getting away with it, and I instantly said, this is my guy. I totally identify with this guy, and this guy, the way he does things is the way I want to do things. So I totally see how it probably did mold me in a lot of ways. And then, stuff like Neither Cruel Nor Cowardly. I think the Doctor is inherently a moral person, even though he's apparently a genocidal maniac as well. but that's later. In our formative years, he was a moral person, and so I think, both backed up what I thought to begin with, and also sort of, it certainly didn't do any harm.
Mm-hmm. Chris, what about you?
Oh man, I've been a Doctor Who fan for something like 85% of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I can distinguish what came from there, or
that's fair,
or what I already had intrinsically that drew me to the show.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's several things on both sides. I don't know if I could say what any of them are.
I honestly, I think it certainly kept me. Let's put it that way. Like, I'm thinking, I'm more appreciative, I think, of the moral principles of the show, and what it's done for me that I obviously didn't really realize at the time. I've spoken often about how Peter Davison is probably my most important Doctor, because he's the one that taught me to not accept change, but embrace change. And that's a big, discrepancy between the two, because, accepting is like, oh, whatever, okay, I'll accept this. Like it's a new OS update, like I'm upset about this, but I'm accepting it because I can't go back. But as opposed to welcoming it is much more different. I have met so many people who are now like trans people that I didn't, that I've now seen them go through a transition to who they, are most comfortable with and who they really are. And I don't think I'd be as welcoming to them and like just happy for them if it wasn't for Doctor Who. If it wasn't for Doctor Who changing completely, not just the Doctor, the character, but also the show itself, has just taught me to just completely realize that people change and people are who they are, and I love that about them. And I'm not just accepting them for who they are, I'm welcoming them for who they are. And I think that's, like, recently, that seems to be my most important thing that I take away from Doctor Who.